What's up, everybody? It's your boy Jay coming back again with another stream. And we're going to do 32 teams in 31 days. Shout out to all you guys for rocking with me. As we prepare for the NFL season, I'm going to stream for the next 31 days, starting tonight, every NFL team. We're going to cover my predictions. We're going to cover the top stars. We're going to break things down. We're going to have you guys in conversation. It's going to be a great time. As far as the schedule goes, as you can see, we're getting started today with the Chicago Bears, followed by the Bengals, the Bills on July 3rd, Broncos on the 4th, so forth and so on, as you see on your screen. And then obviously on the 31st, we're going to have your Vikings as well as the 49ers. Now, hey, if you guys want me to go ahead and switch it up for you and do the 49ers on August 1st, you 49ers fans might say, hey, you know what, Jay? We want the 49ers to have their own day. All right, cool. We'll make it happen. Before we get started, make sure that you guys smash that like, that thumbs up, and, of course, subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss this great content. We're going to have a good time. Also, yeah, we're gonna make sure that we're streaming the preseason games, so you're not going to miss those. And I will be streaming full NFL season. I got the Sunday ticket for you guys. I am ready to go. As we prepare to break down these Chicago Bears. All right. Got to give my quick shout-outs. Quick shout-out to the Wrench Gang. Quick shout-out to the family. Much love to all the listeners, all the watchers. We're getting started with the Chicago Bears. Now, obviously, some of you guys love to have conversations with your boy Jay. Switch it up a little bit, talk about different things, and veer off. We're going to make this all about the Chicago Bears as much as we can. I get it, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Shout out to you, Big Ron. What's up, man? What's going on with you, Ron? Purple, what's going on? Purple in the building. Shout out to the Wrench Gang in the house. Bob, what's going on, man? The lead, Alec, Mr. Alec Finch in the house. What's up, Alec? We gotta get you back on the camera, bro. We got to get you back on the mic. It's been a minute. Text 713 says the Bears. All right, here we go. So, Chicago Bears last year, tough season. There was high expectations for Justin Fields, high expectations for Montgomery, Cole Kmet, all these guys. Did they fall short? Yes. Was it a lack of talent? No. I think it was a lack of development. We'll get into those specific reasons as far as why in a moment. But I want to address you guys and say, hey, it's been a minute. I miss you guys. You know, it's been, 2 weeks now? 2 weeks. We did, what did we do? Oh, yeah, we did the finals. Nuggets wrapped it up. And now we're here. Purple says birthday is July 3rd. Well, happy early birthday to you, Purple. And guess what? We're covering the Bills on the 3rd, so that's a good day. That's a good day for you. Shout out to you, Purple. Happy early birthday. I do wish you the best and many more. All right. Getting over to the poll that I put up. Do you guys think that the Chicago Bears will make the postseason? Out of 21 votes, we have 52% that says no. Obviously, we'll check it again right before this stream ends. But 52% of you guys said no. You're not believers in these Chicago Bears. Well, let's go through what I feel, what you guys feel. Let's talk about it and chop it up. Alec Finch says, didn't Edmonds go to the Bears? Let me get there, my guy. Let me get there. I'm kind of upset about it. Not even kind of. I'm very upset about it. You know, I'm gonna miss the man. I'm gonna miss Mr. Tremaine Edmonds. He was a big part of the Bills, but now he is over there with the Bears. So, last year's team leaders, Mr. Justin Fields, passing yards 2,242, rushing yards 1,143. Cole Kmet with 544 receiving yards. Morrow with 116 tackles, interception. Eddie Jackson with 4. Getting to the passing, 2,242 yards for Mr. Fields. On the rushing side, I got my other notes here. Don't worry. I came prepared for you guys tonight. 232 carries on 1,563 yards. His long was 67. 10 touchdowns, 6.7 yards average per carry for Mr. Justin Fields. Shout out to you, Immortal. I know you're not here yet. I know you. I can't wait to see what you have to say about this because I know this is your team specifically, and we've had some conversations about them. But hey, let's get into it. Elephant in the room. Who's going to lead the pack? Mr. Justin Fields. Third year. What is he going to do? Is he going to step up to the occasion? Is he going to be that quarterback that he needs to be to lead this franchise to the postseason? Well, let's get into it. I got my notes here. I'm going to read a little bit and then obviously break away and we'll talk about it. But hey, it says, when diving into challenges faced by Justin Fields in the previous season, most of them were not unexpected. One area that raised concerns, however, was his struggle with throwing over the middle. In 2022, Fields' performance in that region of the field resulted in 51 completions out of 71 attempts, amounting to 682 yards, 3 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Surprisingly, more than half of his interceptions occurred on passes directed towards the middle. The issue can be attributed to occasional inaccuracies, which prove costly given the dense concentration of defenders in that area. Overthrown or underthrown passes increase the likelihood of the interceptions, and it demands a quarterback's ability to navigate the chaos and identify lurking defenders who may unexpectedly disrupt a route. Now, what does that mean, right? If you watch the Bears like I watched the Bears, if you were on these streams with me, or even if you just watched them at home, whatever you did, whatever game you watched, whenever Justin Fields looked down the middle, he looked nervous, he looked scared, he looked unprepared, and that is why he ran. It's very simple. When you have someone that's in Justin Fields' situation that may even not really trust his receivers yet, he's going to basically use his feet to make the plays. So that's why you've seen a lot of those rushing attempts from him, and him obviously getting the yards that he could. Now, that's not to say that it's not a good thing because, I mean, obviously if he's still making those plays and he's getting those first downs, that's what probably counts the most. But you still want the man to throw the football. He's a quarterback. You want him to be able to find those receivers in the middle. If he's calling a slot play or a slant, you want him to basically be able to go ahead and throw in that middle, get those first downs. But hey, this year, he should have the people needed to do so. You know, maybe a Claypool. Maybe he'll catch more, but we'll see. Alex says, couldn't have said it better myself. You know, it's one of those things where when you pay attention to, well, I can't say rookie quarterback because, you know, third year, but a second-year quarterback, there's certain things that you're looking for as far as in the development. And if it's not there, well, how are they going to create the plays? And that's why you'll see someone in his predicament becoming more of a running quarterback, which not to say that that's not in the offensive playbook for him to do just that. But I feel like when you center the quarterback to make them play like kind of like how like a Lamar Jackson would, you're changing the whole dynamic as far as what's being offered and what's presented to the defense, especially a quality defense that's playing at an elite level. So let's keep it going. As far as Mr. Justin Fields, 351 completions on 588 attempts, 4,112 yards, average 7 yards a pass, 24 touchdowns, 21 interceptions, sacks, 91. That's his career total. Ended 2022 with the season. Ended the 2022 season with the 54 QBR, rushing side 232 carries, 1,563 yards, long with 67, 10 touchdowns, average 6.7 yards. Now, granted, within the time span of what he's been able to do with the team, I'm not going to write Justin Fields off. He's still developing. And it's very important when you're a quarterback who comes into the league, you're starting for this squad, everything's on your shoulders. You have to come out and be the person that's going to come out and win. You have to be that individual that's going to come out, put the team on your shoulders, build that chemistry with your wide receivers, build that chemistry with your offensive line, and basically hope that your defense is going to basically do their job so you can stay in the game and potentially win it. So, yeah. Shout out to Tech713. These quarterbacks that run all over the place aren't going to have the longevity of the pocket quarterbacks. Well, yeah. I mean, when you look at the amount of hits that the quarterback's getting, Looking at you, Josh Allen, right? We're going to talk about that. Don't worry. We're going to get into all that. But when you look at a quarterback who's running all the time, the amount of injuries are very high. That's specifically one of the reasons why Lamar Jackson had so many issues with his contract, right? He's a running quarterback. His time in the NFL may be limited because he's always getting hit. You don't want your quarterback getting hit. You want your quarterback in the pocket, protected, safe, getting rid of that ball with high accuracy and very fast. But hey, if they want to make Justin Fields a running quarterback and keep him in that same scheme and not make too many adjustments, then they have to bear the brunt of that responsibility for making those calls. This year, I think they go a little bit different. I think they step away from the actual running and use their assets, which getting into the assets, right? Donta Foreman, 7-year man, had a breakout last year, averaged 4.5 yards per carry, 914 yards, only had 1 fumble. Really good. 5 touchdowns on 914 yards. But I do attribute the fact that the Panthers were garbage at quarterback. So they had to use him as a workhorse. It's going to be very interesting to see that now him going over to the Bears and essentially being in a situation where they do have a really good running quarterback and how much they're actually going to be able to utilize him. Khalil Herbert, on his 3rd year, he's going to be taking a back seat to the veteran. And, he'll be playing second. I think he's going to learn a lot from Foreman. But it'll also provide some good legs for whether Foreman or Fields gets tired or they have issues with injuries this season. As far as your wide receivers, Mr. DJ Moore, 6-year veteran. Last year had the most touchdowns of his career at 7. Averaged 14 yards per carry. Went 63 for 118. Next up, Darnell Mooney has been consistent for the last 3 years, but I think that's because of the new offense under Justin Fields. Another one, basically just needs to stay healthy to prove himself effective. But I definitely think this is the year that the Bears may make that change and use these guys to their full potential. Alex's lack of chemistry is a big reason not firing all cylinders. People don't realize you can have all the talent in the world, right? If you don't have the chemistry, if you don't have the pieces on the board all together, it's going to fall. It's going to fall just like dominoes. You tip it right over, falls like dominoes. The real issue here is whether or not, and we can talk about minicamp and all that kind of stuff. If you look at everything that Justin Fields has right now, if he can't do it this year, I don't see how he's going to do it any year because now he actually has the pieces on defense and offense. Chase Claypool obviously came over from the Steelers. He just needs to stay healthy. Cole Kmet had a great 3rd year. 50 receptions on 69 targets, 7 touchdowns. His long was 50. He had 1 fumble. Tyon's coming over to be a secondary. So he's got the tools now. It's just whether or not he's going to be able to utilize those tools and take this team to where they need to go. On the defense, my man Tremaine Edmonds is gone from the Bills. 6-year veteran coming over. Eddie Jackson, he's a Bears veteran. He's going to do his thing. He had 4 interceptions last season, 2 forced fumbles, 59 tackles. Jaquan Brisker, 4 sacks, 73 tackles. So, yeah, they have the defense. They have made some adjustments. They picked up some key players. Your X factor here, the most important part, is going to be Justin Fields. And that's the reality of it. Rodney says in coaching. Well, coaching definitely plays a big part. That is definitely important. Purple says, nah, he will not be good this year either. You can't play scared. Shout out to you, Purple. Listen, I really feel like this. At the end of the day, you're going to have quarterbacks who play scared. You're going to have quarterbacks who ride the middle. And then, of course, you have your elites, right? If he can find a way to get by, I think that will obviously be better than what he did last year, right? Forward mobility and development is what's going to be the big premise of whether or not the Chicago Bears team is actually going to do anything and be a contender at this point. So Alex says, I was surprised. I thought Poyer was gone for sure. Listen, if Poyer would have left, that would have broke my heart. I mean, no, like I said, I was upset that Tremaine Edmonds left. If Poyer would have left, I definitely would have been very, very, very upset. Purple says, trust me, I was a Bears fan up until last year. Shout out to you, Purple. I definitely know that. But you came over to the Bills, Mafia. As far as this preseason, right? The preseason for you guys, we get into the preseason. You're looking at 3 preseason games. That's going to be starting August 12th. You're going to have your Chicago Bears versus the Tennessee Titans. Now, for this specific game, it's preseason. Obviously, we really don't count preseason, but hey, you guys know we got 3 games. They're going to face the Titans. I'm going to say Bears in that one. Tennessee is going through a lot of rebuilding right now as well. A lot of issues over there. But it's really difficult to call preseason games because you just don't know who's going to play. And then, obviously, it's preseason. So, I'm going to go Bears for that one. August 19th. Yeah, August 19th, they're going to be playing the Colts. So, it'll be the Bears versus the Colts. That'll be at 7 p.m. on NFL Network. This is another one. I mean, as much as these are all teams that basically definitely have some rebuilding that need to be done. But I think out of the Titans and the Colts, the Bears are just going to have that fire and that energy to come in and win both of these. And then on the August 26th, they play the Bills. And I'm trying not to be biased here, ladies and gentlemen. You know I'm a Bills Mafia member. But try not to be biased, but we know they're definitely going to lose to the Bills. So, preseason, August 26th against the Bills. That'll be at 1 p.m. So, definitely looking forward to that. Let me pull this up here for you guys, actually. Get this schedule up here. So, yeah, there you go. So, yeah, Saturday, August 12th, 1 p.m. Saturday, August 19th, 7 p.m. And then Saturday, August 26th against the Bills, 1 p.m. So there you go for that. Now, as for the regular season schedule, well, you've got Sunday, September 10th. This is going to be the week 1 game for your Chicago Bears. They're going to be facing Green Bay and Jordan Love. Now, listen, before I even give my prediction on this one, I got to say, I think this is going to be the real test of Mr. Justin Fields. Jordan Love's going to come out with that same fire, that same tenacity. The kid's got heart. He's been under a veteran quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He's looking to make a statement, put these Green Bay Packers on his back. So if there's any game that Justin Fields has to win, it's going to be week 1. All right? For me, I'm going to be honest. I want to lean towards Green Bay. It's going to be anybody's game, but I'm going to give Fields the benefit of the doubt, and I'm going to say he probably has a little bit more chemistry that he's built with these Bears. I'm going to take the Bears week 1 against the Packers. Week 2 is going to be Sunday, September 17th against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mr. Tom Brady is gone. Who's back up over there now? Is it Trask? Let me confirm because I haven't got my notes ready yet. But yeah, I think it's Trask. Obviously, this could change. Keep in mind, this all can change. So we're just rolling with the flow here. But we've got, Trask, because Baker Mayfield. But is Baker starting over Trask? That is the question. Which I would think so. All right. So regardless, you're either going to have Trask or Baker Mayfield. That's going to be who's starting for the Buccaneers. Once again, another team that's basically up in the air as far as what's going on with their specific roster, their depth. we really probably won't even know for the next 30 days, to be honest. So right now I'm totally speculating. But hey, this is another one that I probably honestly give to the Bears because there's not enough chemistry over there with their quarterback, especially with Baker coming over. And I mean, Kyle Trask has been there for a little while, so he does have a better understanding than Baker does. But I just can't see Tampa Bay doing much right now. So I'm going to have to go Bears again, week 2. Sunday, September 24th against the Kansas City Chiefs. Well, Super Bowl champions, Kansas City. This is going to be a W for Kansas City. Bears versus Denver. How much more can we beat up on Russell Wilson? I know that we can do it. I'm not going to do it tonight. That'll most likely be on July 4th. Make sure you subscribe and lock it in for that one because we'll be covering the Denver Broncos on July 4th. I'm still not a believer of danger Russ Wilson. I don't think he's dangerous at all. So I'm going to go ahead and go Bears again in week 4. Week 5, we've got them against the Commanders. This is going to be October 5th against the Washington Commanders. You know, they have a really interesting schedule, to be honest. And if they play their cards right, they can definitely make some headway. But I think in this one I'm gonna go Commanders. The Commanders definitely surprised me last year. I think the biggest problem that I have with the Commanders right now is I don't even know if they're going to be called the Commanders by the time we start the season. I'm sure somebody can agree with that. Shout out to you, Sheila. Much love. Thanks a lot, Sheila. Thanks for you being here. We don't even know if the Commanders are going to be called the Commanders. So, hey, we shall see. Serious business. Broncos got game 4. Listen, we're going to get to that on the 4th when we cover the Denver Broncos. Make sure you lock it in and subscribe for that. I'm going to go Commanders week 5. The Commanders really surprised me. They definitely made some adjustments, which, you know, a young team trying to build. There's a lot of issues going on right now with these teams in the direction that they're going in. You obviously have your regulars, your Kansas City, your Eagles, your Bills, your Bengals, right? Those are pretty much, you know, set chemistry, ready to go. Then you have these teams like Washington, Tampa Bay, Green Bay, everything switching up. So it's going to be really interesting to see how this plays out. I'm going to go Commanders week 5. Week 6, Minnesota. I'm going to go Minnesota there. Week 7 against the Raiders, Mr. Jimmy Garoppolo saying Patrick Mahomes who? He says he's got 2 rings as well. Now, Mr. Garoppolo, we know why you got those rings, sir. We know why you got those rings. You show me 2 rings that you got, and then you can say Pat who. But all right, we'll keep it going. You still got them, but you didn't really get them. All right. With that said, it's going to be a great one. I think against the Raiders, it's going to be one of those games where if Fields can show up, the defense is going to have some trouble as far as with their scheme. So I'm going to go Bears. I'm going to go Bears against the Raiders in week 7. Week 8, we've got Sunday, October 29th, Chargers. I got to go Herbert on this one. I think Herbert is the sleeper. Herbert is the sleeper, and I'm looking forward to seeing that one as well. So I'm going to go Chargers for week 9. Week 10, Carolina. Listen, Carolina Panthers is the new, I want to say, Detroit Lions. Dare I say it? Yes. Dare I say it? The Carolina. I'm sorry, I just actually skipped. My bad. I just skipped the team. Carolina Panthers are the new Detroit Lions, or the old Detroit Lions, however you want to go. But you get the point. You understand what I'm trying to say. So Bears in that one, Week 10. Week 9, we've got New Orleans. What are you guys thinking here, right? Is Michael Thomas going to come back and ball? Are they going to be able to actually figure things out? The defense has always been there. The defense has always been great for New Orleans. But hey, I think this one will be a surpriser. Probably going to go with the Saints there. Bears against the Panthers. Bears will take that one. Detroit Lions. Listen now. Shout out to Bob. Says where players go to die. Listen, if you're a quarterback and you get traded to the Panthers or you get picked up as a free agent, just know that your career is dead. It's over. It's over, my friend. All right. Week 11 against the Detroit Lions. Mr. Jared Goff is going to handle business. I think this year he will be out for a vengeance. And you guys will be very surprised in what I have to say about the Detroit Lions once we get to their actual predictions and all that fun stuff. So like I said, be in tune for this stuff because it's going to be a crazy season. I'm going to go Lions for Week 11. Minnesota. This will be the rematch. This will be a Monday night game, prime time. I got to go Minnesota twice. Shout out to Big Ron says, who will match me $50 for Jay taking out time to give us your predictions? Shout out to you, Ronald. Much love, man. I definitely appreciate the $50 and the love, man. For real, from all you guys for being here rocking with us. We're early. We're real early. I wanted to get a jump on these predictions. I wanted to build some hype and intensity for you guys for the season. We've only got a month. We're doing 32 teams in 31 days. I'm covering every team for the next 31 days. Every night, we're going to stream these predictions. We're going to do it on each team. We're going to break things down. It's going to be a fun time. And I'm looking forward to it with you guys. Immortal is, but we can't find him. Yeah, I'm waiting for Immortal. Can't wait to see him. Bob Wise says, Jay, what up? I've been trying to reach out to you by email about a lucrative business opportunity. Shout out to you, Bob. Holler at me, man. Let's go. Get at me. Turbo Duran says, who will win, Justin Fields versus Bruce Young? It's you're looking at building on chemistry, fresh out, right? It's going to be very, very interesting for these Bears. Now, obviously, I'm taking Detroit for Week 11. I'm going to take Minnesota again for Monday Night Football in Week 12. Week 13 is going to be a bye. And then they play Detroit again on December 10th. That'll be at 1 p.m. on Fox. Once again, I got to go Lions. I like them this year. I like what I've seen. What's up, Jacqueline? I like what I've seen from Jared Goff. I like what I've seen from, with their run game. There was just so much going on with Detroit that made them look like, they would have, if they had a different scheme as far as defense, and I would say just better running overall, they may have actually made it to the postseason. I think this may be the year that Jared Goff shocks. Do not be surprised. I'm going to take them again. Sunday, December 17th, we're going to have the Bears versus the Cleveland Browns, Mr. Deshaun Watson. This is a tough one. This is another tough one. And like I said, it's very hard to predict right now. Obviously, we're still going to do our weekly predictions once the season starts. This is just my preliminary stuff. From what I'm seeing, I think this is one where Deshaun will take Week 15. I think the Browns will beat the Bears. Week 16 is going to be December 24th. This will be Christmas Eve against the Arizona Cardinals at 4:25. I have no faith in the Cardinals whatsoever. Kyler Murray is a bust. Sorry, I had to look around for any Arizona Cardinal fans. Kyler Murray is a bust. I don't see the Cardinals doing anything for a while. So, yeah, we're going to go Bears for that. And then Sunday, December 31st. This will be New Year's Eve. We've got them against the Falcons. I might take the Falcons for that one. Like I said, these are preliminary predictions. I'm going to go with the Falcons on that one. And then Sunday, December 7th, which this game is to be determined, against the Packers again. I'm going to go with your Packers. Shout out to you, Ronald, for the $50 donation, my friend. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for being here. So, yeah, I'm going to go with the Packers on Sunday, January 7th. That game will be to be determined. Shout out to Twomp Womp, says Chiefs Kingdom. To be honest, listen, this is the Chicago Bears stream right now. We're going to get to your Chiefs squad, okay, where we're going to talk about them. We're going to praise Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce and Andy Reid, okay? We'll get there. This is the Chicago Bears stream right now, okay? We're trying to break this team down, have some fun, show some love to the Chicago Bears fans. You know what's funny? It could be like I'm talking about some random squad, right? Random night. No matter what, you Chiefs fans will try to take Chiefs and Bengals fans. I rock with y'all, but y'all are hilarious. Y'all will try to hijack the stream every time. Shout out to Shane on one says, how about them Chiefs? Tech 713 says, the Bears. Listen, I do think, and some of you probably gonna, want to beat me up about it, and I'm probably gonna be looking crazy once the season starts. But hey, I do think, and this is probably the most hot take I've ever had, and you guys know, this is probably the hottest take I've ever had. I think that the Chicago Bears will make the postseason, even though you guys don't think so. 36 votes, 58% said no. I think they make the postseason. It'll be a shocker. They have the pieces in play. Justin Fields is probably going to come out more refined. He's going to utilize his tools. The defense may get it together. I'm not saying they're going to go into the postseason and blow teams out. I'm saying they may make it. And I won't be surprised. As Shane 01, Josh Allen has won how many Super Bowls? Oh, my goodness. That is ridiculous. Why? Why do we have to go there? Why? Why is that? Twant Wall says, Jay, you are hilarious. What are you talking about? Listen, you have to realize that 2023 to 2024 season, there's so many shakeups, so many changes. All right? It's not guaranteed. Remember how the season looked last year once we hit like week 6, week 7, right? There was not one dominant team in the NFL. You guys can talk about the 49ers and the Eagles, but they weren't dominant. The Eagles were winning, but they were winning by what? 2 or 3 points? Scraping by? Same thing with the Chiefs. Didn't they lose to the Broncos and then almost lost to the Broncos? Can't remember. It was close. It was very close. They came back or something like that. But like I said, there was no clear-cut dominant team last year. So this year, I'm expecting it to be way out of whack as well. Alex says Madden cover. Yeah, he's on the Madden cover, yo. Serious Business, I got heavy respect for the Chicago Bears. since I was a kid watching Walter Payton and that 85 team. Wow. Hey, listen. Obviously, if you have good coaching, you have the right talent, and things just have to come together. Things have to come together, and you have a squad that wants to win it and do it all. It's possible. Hey, I think they can make the postseason. I do. Rick says, since we're making wild predictions, the Texans are going to the Super Bowl. Yo, listen. First off, it is not that wild. Okay? Let's go back and look at this schedule. All right? Let's go back and look at this schedule. Green Bay, a team that's rebuilding. Tampa Bay, a team that's rebuilding. Kansas City Chiefs, Super Bowl champions. We already know where that's going. Denver Broncos, Commanders, Vikings, Raiders, Chargers. We know how that's going to go. Saints, Panthers, Lions, Minnesota. Listen, it doesn't look that bad for the Bears. You just really have to look at this schedule and understand who they're playing against and why it makes sense. Right? Now, if you would have reversed this and put, let's say, I don't know, let's go Kansas City week 1, Bills week 2, Cowboys week 3, Jets week 4, Eagles week 5, then you already know how that's going to go. This is probably a very easy schedule for the Bears, and they could really take advantage of it. Twomp says, what's your opinion on the refs versus the Chiefs? What? The refs versus the Chiefs? Yeah. Shout out to you, George. What's up, man? Luta in the building. Shout out to the family. What's going on, everybody? Much love to all you guys. Shane 01 says, week 3 Bears getting smacked. Yeah. Alex says, I'm from the future, guys. Bears versus Broncos in the Super Bowl. Trust, go to the money line. Bears and Broncos Super Bowl. You know what the odds for that is probably right now? The odds for that is probably like 50,000 to 1. So just drop like $1 on that, because if it happens, you're definitely going to get like 50K. So, run out and do that. Run out and make that happen. Broncos and the Bears. All right, so we're at 40 votes now. 62% no for will the Chicago Bears make the postseason. I'm going against the grain. I think that the Bears will make it, considering this schedule and how it looks. But hey, we'll see. Shout out to you, George. What's up, man? What's going on with you guys? As far as the viewers, 23 viewers, 27 likes. We need 3 more, ladies and gentlemen, to hit 30. Make sure you're smashing. I like that thumbs up. It is much, much appreciated. I do thank you guys for rocking with us tonight. This was obviously day 1 of 31 days of football. I'm going to be covering all 32 teams in the next 31 days. Like I said, today we're starting with the Bears. Tomorrow it's going to be the Bengals. The 3rd it's going to be the Bills. Shout out to the Bills Mafia. 4th it's going to be the Broncos. And then obviously we'll keep it going from there. But each day we're going to stream between 7 and 8. Each team, we're going through the schedules, going through the stars, and we're going to have some fun with it. I'm definitely excited getting ready for football with you guys, and looking forward to preseason as well as we get ready to stream those games. It's going to be a wild year. Shane 01 says, has Diggs left yet? Listen, we all know that Diggs is a diva, okay? We know that. We know that Diggs is a diva, and that's totally fine. He's working through the motions. You already know. Shout out to Tech713 coming through with the $4.99 super chat. Shout out to you, Tech713. Thank you for the support, my friend. Thank you for the $5 donation. It is greatly, greatly appreciated. Serious Biz says, my Broncos still need mad help, but we'll surprise a few this year compared to our garbage travesty last year. Awesome, Jay. Serious Biz, I'm going to break the Broncos down on July 4th, so make sure you're here for it. We're going to go through their issues. We're going to go through some things that Russell Wilson can do. And we're going to make sure that, we cover these teams and we're understanding what we can look forward to, what we can expect. Obviously, some of this is going to change. That's why we're still going to have the weekly prediction videos once week 1 starts, especially after preseason, because there's going to be shakeups. There's going to be different things as far as the roster changes. So all this is a little bit, preliminary, but it's good to get started. It's good for us to have fun, and we're getting back. We're getting back to football. So shout out to Tech 713 for the $4.99 donation. Also, shout out to Mr. Big Ron Suggs for sending that $5 donation through Cash App. Thanks a lot, man. Thanks for the support. All right. So what do we got going on next? Well, tomorrow it's going to be your Bengals. Shout out to the Bengals fans. I'm really looking forward to going through each team because we haven't done this before. This is actually the first time where I've went through each prediction, went through the teams, actually broke down some stats and players and things that I'm looking forward to for each squad. So getting a lot more in depth and a lot more in tune as far as, with how I approach how we do these kinds of videos and how we do these kind of streams, taking it a little bit further as far as, how we do, analysis and looking through stats and all that fun stuff. So it's a good thing. Definitely a good thing. Shout out to Alex, says Bills by $1 billion. Purple says breaks down the Bills on my birthday. Shout out to you, Purple. Yeah, we'll have a little birthday excitement for you on the 3rd. It'll be a fun time. Twomp says $34 for a Washington ticket. Yes, it is fairly cheap for those Commanders tickets. Also for the Buccaneers, $67. What else you got? Vikings is $68, low is $68. New Orleans is $56. Hey, you can get Chargers tickets. Bears and Chargers for $48, so that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. George says small setback on legs, should be heading home in August sometime. Shout out to you, George. Congratulations, man. You've fought, you've battled. I'm actually proud of you. Keep it going, stay strong, and hopefully you'll be home. I'm not even gonna say hopefully. I'm saying you are going to be home in August, and we'll be sharing football and laughs and fun from the comfort of your own home. So shout out to you, man. Keep it going. We're all proud of you, and we're glad to have you here. Shout out to Joyce B. Says I'm a Michigan, a Lions fan, so no to the Bears. Shout out to you, Joyce. We're gonna get to your Lions. When am I covering the Lions? Let me go back here. July 19th. July 19th, I'm gonna be covering those Detroit Lions and Mr. Jared Goff and company. So we shall see what happens. But yeah, a lot to cover as far as with the defense. Obviously, we'll recap on everything before week 1 because football is back as we prepare. We still got another month to get through, but hey, hopefully these streams will get you guys ready to go, and we'll keep it fun. Rick says Lions are going to the playoffs. Listen, I'm not gonna disagree with you, and I'll tell you why. Jared Goff surprised me last year. I wrote him off. I'm not even going to sit here and play around with it. I wrote him off. I'm like, he left the Rams. He's done. He went to those Lions and said, you know what? I'm going to get out here and ball out, and I'm going to use the tools that I have, and I'm going to still show these guys that, I'm a threat. And he did it. So I'm excited to see what he does. And we'll talk about that on July 19th. So, yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be our show for tonight for the Chicago Bears. I'll be looking forward to you guys tomorrow for the Bengals. I'll get my notes, have my stats, everything ready to go. I'm really gonna take my time with these Bengals because there's a lot of you Bengals fans out there. Make sure you guys smash that like, that thumbs up, and of course subscribe. Alec, yo, hit me up. We gotta get you on. We'll get you on for some of these too. It'll be a fun time. Also, you guys, if you want to get on the show, I'll obviously have a link up next time. That way, if you want to talk about your team, just make sure you have, a decent camera and a mic, and we could chop it up about your favorite squad, go back and forth. You can give me your takes, your predictions, and we can all do it in front of the camera. We can make it happen. Lutus is not me. She's like, I'm just here to have fun. I don't want to talk on the mic. Shout out to you, Purple. All right, everybody. Make sure you guys have a great night. I'll see you all tomorrow as we'll have day 2 of 31 Days of Football.